A very good evening to all our viewers and welcome to this Sunday's edition of Primetime News coming to you live from our Newsfirst studios in Colombo. I'm Arundhati Mudanayak and let's start off with a look at the stories making headlines this evening.
Newsfirst Headlines. Main sponsor.
A trusted place for your fixed deposit. Valuable FD, a symbol of stability.
Sri Lanka wins Test series against New Zealand after 15 years.
No time. Not many bowlers have been able to achieve the second innings. Fielding was scratching.
More police officers to be deployed for operations to raid drug rackets.
පොලිසිය ඒ නිසි ක්‍රියාමාර්ග මෙහෙයුම් කටයුතු ඉදිරියේදී නොනවත්වා සිදු කරනවා.
Island first at the O-level examination from Galle. Second and third from Colombo and Kurunegala. 75% of candidates passed the exam.
ඒ ඉහළම ප්‍රතිඵල ලබාගත්තු සිසුන්ගේ සාධනයේත් ඉහළ යාමක් මේ වර්ෂයේදී පෙන්වුම් කරනවා. එය හොඳ සාධනීය තත්ත්වයක් හැටියට සඳහන් කරන්නට පුළුවන්.
Prices of rice packets in Kotturu to reduce by 40 rupees from midnight today. All candidates at the Grade 5 scholarship examination to be awarded marks for 3 questions. Political selfishness of Sajid and Ranil destroyed both parties. Activists in Ampara blame the leaders.
Newsfirst Headlines. Main sponsor.
A trusted place for your fixed deposit. Valuable FD, a symbol of stability.
Starting off with sports news today, Sri Lanka has won a test cricket match against New Zealand for the first time since 2009. They claimed this victory at the second test held at the Galle International Cricket Stadium, where Sri Lanka triumphed by an innings and 154 runs.
Sri Lanka batted first and posted a formidable total of 602 runs, declaring their innings after losing 5 wickets. This impressive score marks one of the highest totals recorded by Sri Lanka in a test innings against New Zealand. Key contributions included outstanding performances from Dinesh Chandimal, Kamindu Mendis and Kusal Mendis, all of whom scored centuries. Kamindu Mendis remained unbeaten at 182 runs, adding several records to his name. In response, New Zealand struggled in their first innings, collapsing for just 88 runs. This performance set a new record for New Zealand for the lowest score against Sri Lanka in Test cricket. Sri Lankan bowler Prabal Jayasuriya was exceptional, taking 6 wickets for 42 runs.
Outside edge and takes it. Done. Outside edge again. That's in the air. Fielder is there. Takes it.
Nishan Peris, playing in his debut test, shone with the ball, taking 3 wickets.
Beautifully bowled. The speed.
New Zealand started their second innings at the Galle International Cricket Stadium, often referred to as a spin bowler's paradise, in an effort to avoid an innings defeat. However, they faced early trouble with the first 5 wickets falling for just 121 runs against the Sri Lankan bowling attack.
Now, Chandimal takes it. Good catch. Never easy, I'll tell you.
Tom Blundell contributed 60 runs, while Glenn Phillips added 78 runs to provide some stability to the innings. Michelle Santner also played a valuable role, scoring 67 runs. Nishan Peris, making his debut, took 6 wickets and joined the records as the 7th Sri Lankan bowler to take 5 wickets in an innings in a debut test match. New Zealand were only able to score 360 runs in their second innings before being bowled out.
Here, goal foot. Down again. Kale goes upstairs. Made sure he got New Zealand all out twice. Not many bowlers have been able to achieve department. The rain as a coach of this team. Yeah, because of these achievements which you mentioned, Sana Jasuria's role as a coach has been extended.
We consistently tell our players that winning match after match will naturally take care of our needs on the points table. I am very pleased with the team. We also aspired to enhance our rankings. We put in a lot of effort, considered various strategies and tried different approaches, but we couldn't quite find the ideal formation. I believe the way we are currently playing reflects whether we are moving outside Sri Lanka or playing within it. We need to discover a method to secure victories. I think we have successfully achieved that. Rather than focusing on Kamidu reaching 200, I prioritized Kusal Mendes achieving his century. He hadn't scored 100 in quite some time, so it was about getting him to his century and allowing Kamidu to break another record. That's when I decided to declare. I felt it was the best decision at that moment. There's no point in regretting it afterwards.
The results of the 2023 GCE Ordinary Level Examination were released at midnight yesterday. Hiruni Malsha Kumaratunga, a student at Sangamita Balika Vidyalaya in Galle, was placed island first. According to the Department of Examination, over 75% of the students who sat for the Ordinary Level Examination have qualified to sit for the GCE Advanced Level Examination.
452,976 candidates sat for the 2023 GCE Ordinary Level Examination. 244,228 candidates who sat for the GCE Ordinary Level Examination for the first time have qualified for the Advanced Level Examination, which is 75.72% of the candidates. The Commissioner General of Examination said that this is an increase compared to previous years.
13,309 had passed the exam with 9 A passes, that is 4.31%. This is an increase compared to previous years. The number of students who have secured the highest results have also increased, and that is a good indication. The percentage of students who had failed all of the subjects is 2.12%. That percentage is similar to the number of students who failed all subjects in the previous years as well.
Hiruni Malsha Kumaratunga from Sangamita Balika Vidyalaya in Galle secured the first place in the island.
History වගේ විෂයන් වලට පාඩම ටිකක් දිග නිසා short note ගහලා විභාගෙට කලින් දවසේ ඒව තමයි බැලුවේ. ඒතර අනිත් විෂයන් වල නම් මම හැම වෙලේම ටෙක්ස්ට් බුක් එක තමයි රිෆර් කරේ. ඒ වගේම මම ටීචර් පාඩම ගන්නන වෙලාවට හොඳට concentrate කරා. එතකොට ඒක මට ගොඩක් ලොකු උදව්වක් වුණා මේ වගේ ජයග්‍රහණයකට යන්න.
Two students have secured second place at the GCE Ordinary Level Examination this year. They are Kuruni Metsala from Museus College, Colombo 7 and Vimansa Jayandi Ratnavira from Malideva Balika Vidyalaya. Vimansa Jayandi Ratnavira spoke about her accomplishment.
මම මේ ජයග්‍රහණය ගැන සතුටු වෙනවා මොකද මට උගන්වපු ගුරු මෑණිවරුන්ට පියවරුන්ට මගේ පාසලට වගේ මට උදව් කරපු හැමෝටම ගෞරවයක් ගේන්න පුළුවන් වුණේ ගැන මාව නිතරම උනන්දු කරපු මගේ යාළුවන්ටත් ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙනවා. ඒ හැමෝටම මේ ජයග්‍රහණය ගෞරවය හිමි වෙන්න ඕනේ. වගේ මට කියන්න තියෙන්නේ තමන් ඉගෙන ගන්න එකට කැමැත්තෙන් තමන්ගේ අරමුණ වෙනකන් කැමැත්තෙන් වැඩ කරන්න කියලා.
3 candidates have been placed fourth at the 2023 GCE Ordinary Level Examination. They are Shashanik Jayawardena from Visakha Vidyalaya, Colombo, Methuki Chamodi Pereira from Anula Vidyalaya, Nugegoda, and Naduni Ranavaka from Sangamita Balika Vidyalaya, Galle.
One candidate has been placed first, 2 candidates have been placed second, 3 candidates have been placed fourth, and 4 candidates have been placed seventh. They are the top 10 candidates in the island. 9 out of the top 10 candidates are girls. There is only 1 boy in the top 10 candidates. These students are from Galle, Colombo, Kurunegala, Gampaha and Mathura.
Recorrection applications for the 2023 GCE Ordinary Level Examination will be accepted from the 1st of October.
We will accept recorrection applications from the 1st to the 14th of October. We will be accepting recorrection applications online. These applications will be accepted from Monday, the 1st of October to the 14th of October.
According to the Commissioner General of Examinations, hard copies of the examination results accessed online will be considered as valid proof of results. Candidates can apply for certified transcripts of their results online from the 1st of October.
President Anura Kumar Dissanayake has expressed readiness to collaborate with Malaysia. He made this statement in response to a congratulatory message from Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim.
In his congratulatory message, the Malaysian Prime Minister indicated his readiness to renew ties with Sri Lanka and work for the mutual benefit of both countries in the future. In response, President Anura Kumar Dissanayake said on X that he is prepared to strengthen the friendship between the two nations moving forward.
A special discussion regarding the security of former presidents and other VIPs will be held tomorrow. Now, this discussion will take place at the Ministry of Public Security. Acting IGP Priyantha Veerasurya said that the discussion will be chaired by the Minister of Public Security Vijitha Herath. Meanwhile, Acting IGP Priyantha Veerasurya arrived in Kandy yesterday.
Acting IGP Priyantha Veerasurya paid homage to the Temple of the Tooth Relic in Kandy and obtained blessings.
පසුගිය සමයේ යුක්තිය මෙහෙම ක්‍රියාත්මක වුණා. නමුත් දැන් පොඩි ඒක අඩුවක් දක්වන්න ලැබෙනවා කියලා මහානායක හඳුනන අපි සමග සම්මත කළා.
පොලිසිය දිගින් දිගටම මෙහෙයුම් වල නිරත වුණා. යුක්තිය මෙහෙයුම කියලා ඊට වැඩිය යම් කිසි ප්‍රමාණයකින් සමස්ත දෙපාර්තමේන්තුවේම තියෙන නිලධාරී සංඛ්‍යාව ඒ අරමුණට යොදවලා ක්‍රියාත්මක වුණා. ඒකෙදී ඒ අංශවල තිබුණ ඒ අංශ ක්‍රියාත්මක වීමේදී තිබුණ අඩුපාඩු නිරීක්ෂණය කරා. ඒවත් නිවැරදි කරමින් ඉදිරියට පොලිසියට ලැබී තියෙන අනපනත් වලින් ලැබී තියෙන බලතල අනුව පොලිසිය ඒ නිසි ක්‍රියාමාර්ග මෙහෙයුම් කටයුතු ඉදිරියේදී නොනවත්වා සිදු කරනවා.
කියන්නේ යුක්තිය මෙහෙයුමද නැත්නම් වෙනත්
යුක්තිය මෙහෙයුම කියන එක ඒ මෙහෙයුමට දාගත්ත නමක් පොලිසියට මේ දක්වා කරපු පොලිස් ස්ථාන මට්ටමින් ඒ ස්ථානාධිපතිවරුන්ට වගකීම් පැවරලා තියෙනවා නීතිය ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න, මත්ද්‍රව්‍ය වැටලීම් සිදු කරන්න, ඒ අවශ්‍ය අපරාධකරුවන් නීතිය රැහැනට අසු කරගන්න. ඒවා නිරන්තරයෙන් සිදු කරනවා. ඊට වැඩි ප්‍රමාණයකින් සහ වෙනත් රාජකාරිවල යොදවලා හිටිය නිලධාරීන් ඒ සඳහා යොමු කිරීමෙන් ඊට වැඩි ධාරිතාවකින් යුක්තව ඉදිරියේදී ක්‍රියාත්මක වෙනවා.
අපිට දැන් දැනගන්න ලැබිලා තියෙනවා විශේෂයෙන් ප්‍රභු ආරක්ෂාව සඳහා යොදවා තිබු පොලිස් නිලධාරී විශාල ප්‍රමාණයක් නැවතත් පොලිස් රාජකාරී වලට අනියුක්ත කරනවා කියලා එහෙම සිද්ධ වෙනවද?
පොලිසියේ නිලධාරීන් හිඟයක් තියෙනවා. ඒ හිඟයට විකල්පයක් පිළිතුරක් විදියට මේ දක්වා වෙනත් රාජකාරී වල යොදවා සිටි නිලධාරීන් ඒ අවශ්‍යතාවයේ මහජන සේවය නිසියාකාරව ඉටු කිරීම සඳහා විශේෂයෙන්ම අපරාධ වැළැක්වීම සඳහා යොදා ගන්න කටයුතු කරනවා.
The National Audit Office has initiated an investigation into all government vehicles currently in use. Auditor General WPC Vikramaratne said that initial measures related to this investigation have already been launched. He added that a special audit team has been appointed to cover all government institutions as part of this process. An audit is underway regarding the government vehicles at various locations, including the President's office. Recently, officials from the National Audit Office visited the President's office to inspect the vehicle stationed there.
The All Ceylon Restaurant Owners Association has announced that the prices of products that include eggs will be reduced, effective midnight today.
Effective midnight today, we will reduce the prices of all food and beverages prepared with eggs. The price of rice and kottu will be reduced by 40 rupees, egg rolls by 20 rupees, rice and curry with eggs by 40 rupees and egg roti by 30 rupees. These reduced prices will be available to our beloved consumers from tomorrow. If any restaurant fails to provide the reduced prices to customers, they are engaging in black market practices and exploiting the public. I urge officials from the Consumer Affairs Authority to initiate raids from tomorrow and ensure that the necessary legal action are taken against them. When the price of raw materials increase, we raise food prices accordingly. So now that the prices are dropping, food prices should decrease as well.
The All Ceylon Bakery Owners Association had this to say.
We as the association and the bakery owners have never raised bakery products prices due to an increase in egg prices. Price adjustments only occur when the cost of flour changes upwards or downwards. Currently, the global market price for flour is approximately 125 rupees per kilogram. However, a tax of 45 rupees per kilogram has been imposed for the protection of the two flour companies, which restricts our ability to import. It is essential essential for these two flour companies to lower their prices, or alternatively, the tax should be lifted to enable us to source flour from abroad. If these two conditions are met, we will undoubtedly be able to reduce the prices of all products, including bread.
අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම පාන් ඇතුළු සියලුම නිෂ්පාදන මිල අඩු කරන්න පුළුවන්.
The National Consumer Front expressed these views.
This is an egg bun. Today, it costs 150 rupees. The egg filling alone costs about 15 rupees. The maximum cost for this bun should be 40 rupees. And with a little bit of sini sambar, it should increase to 65 rupees or 75 rupees. But today, it is 150 rupees, which is 75 rupees more than it should be. So we asked Javardhana, if you can't pass on the benefit of the reduced egg prices through the bakery items, are these egg buns being made in factories? Now is not the time to be selfish, Javardhana. We must urge bakery owners to reduce the price of egg buns, and then we can see the benefit of reduced egg prices. On the other hand, you can also reduce the prices of cake by 150 rupees to 200 rupees per kilogram. So lower the prices accordingly.
Speaking at a media briefing, the Maradagahamulla Rice Producers Association said that small-scale rice mill owners cannot endorse the decision made by large-scale rice mill owners to release rice at the controlled price.
Given the current price of rice, it is unfeasible to produce rice at that price and supply it to small mill owners. As paddy is being purchased at a significantly high cost, it is the large-scale mill owners who have inflated the price of rice to a level that makes it impossible to provide rice at the controlled price. Rice must be accessible in the country at the controlled price, and this should be implemented by any means necessary. However, this immediate decision will only serve as a temporary fix. The small mill owners are in a precarious situation due to this short-sighted approach. I doubt he will be able to actualize this as he claims.
Welcome to Fox Candy. Your haven for unforgettable experiences.
ජාතික මෙහෙවරින් අපි කතා බහ කරන්නේ පුරුෂ පාර්ශවයට කාන්තා පාර්ශවයට වෙනසක් නැතුව ආයුර්වේදයට අනුව ලස්සන වෙන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා.
හොඳම මොයිස්චරයිස් එක තමයි කොමඩු.
යම්කිසි වයස් මට්ටම් වලට පැමිණෙනකොට ඇතිවෙන බෝන් නොවන රෝග තත්ත්වයන් තුලදී කොයි ආකාරයෙන්ද ඇස ආරක්ෂා කරගන්නේ?
බහුලවම අන්ධභාවයට පත්වන රෝගී තත්ත්ව ගත්තොත් ඇත්තටම ලෝකේ ලංකාවේ දෙකම නම්බර් 1 ඇත්තටම තියෙන සුද ඇහි සුද.
නිරාමිෂ සිතුවිලි වලින් තමයි පිබිදෙන්නේ. ඒනට ප්‍රශ්නේ ටික වෙලාවක් යනකොට වෙනස් පැත්තකට යන්න පුළුවන්.
මූලික අරමුණ සියදිවි හානි වැළැක්වීම වුණාට ඕනම කෙනෙකුට ඕනම ප්‍රශ්නයක් ඕනම ගැටලුවක් ගැන කතා කරන්න අපිත් එක්ක යොමු වෙන්න පුළුවන්.
ජාතික මෙහෙවර සතියේ දිනවල උදෑසන 11ට. පින්තාරු වැඩමුළු මහා ප්‍රදර්ශනය. NVQ සහතිකලාභී වෘත්තීය පින්තාරු ශිල්පියෙක් ශිල්පිනියක් වීමට ඔබත් අදම එක්වන්න. විස්තර හා ව්‍යාපදිංචි වීමට අමතන්න 0777 6040. ජැට් පින්තාරු අභිමාන දේශීය දෙව් පින්තාරු කරන්නේ උන්නතිය උදෙසා. පවුල් 557ක් පමණ ජීවත් වන ගම්මානයක්. තිබහට බොන්න වතුර නෑ. තිබුණත් ඒ වතුර පිරිසිදු නෑ. කිලෝමීටර ගණනක් දුර ගෙවාගෙන යනවා පිරිසිදු ජලය සොයාගෙන. ජීවිතය දුෂ්කර වෙලා. අනුරාධපුර මධ්‍යම නුවරගම් පළාතේ පරසන් ගස්වැව ජනතාවගේ දුක නිවාලමින් ජල පෙරණියකට ගම්මැද්දින් මුල්ගල තැබූ වගයි.
Welcome back. You're with Newsfirst. Political activists in the Ampara district claim that the selfishness of Sajid and Ranil has contributed to the destruction of both political parties.
Former local government representatives of Samagi Jana Balawegaya as well as the regional level activists of the United National Party met in Ampara today.
The United National Party was one of the major political parties in Sri Lanka. The party divided for some reason. During the recent past, Sajith Premadasa was the opposition leader and Ranil Wickremesinghe was the president. Was there anything that they couldn't do? They had the opportunity to win over the country. But because of the political selfishness of these two leaders, this opportunity was lost. These two leaders should know the qualities of leadership. These two destroyed all of those qualities. How sad do you think everyone here was? We were defeated by this leadership.
අපි ඔක්කොම කැමති නේද මේ පක්ෂ දෙකේ එකතුවට කැමති නම් සියලු දෙනාම අත් දෙක උස්සලා අපිට මේ කැමැත්ත ප්‍රකාශ කරන්න මේ හවුලට අපි කැමතියි මේ හවුල තමයි අපිට ඕනේ මේ හවුලට අපි කැමතියි අම්පාරයෙන් අපි පෙන්නමු මේ හවුල අපිට ඕනේ කියලා.
A UNP activist meeting was held today in Alpetia.
තව දින කිහිපයක් ඉන්නේ නාම යෝජනා බාර දෙන්න ඔබතුමාලාගේ සම්දානගත වීම කොහොමද මේ දවස්වල සාකච්ඡා සාර්ථකද මොනවද
බලමු ඒ ගැන දැනට පියවරවල් ගණනාවක් තියලා තියෙනවා සමුදායෙන් පස්සේ අපි අවසාන නිවේදනයක් නිකුත් කරයි පක්ෂයේ ප්‍රධාන නායකයින් එකතු වෙලා
කෝට්ටුවෙන් පැමිණි කණ්ඩායම ඔබතුමාලාට සමග ඉදිරියේදී තරඟ වැදීමට නියමිතයි
නෑ සියලු දෙනා එකට තරඟ කරන්න තමයි සියලු සාකච්ඡා අවසන් වෙමින් තිබෙන්නේ
විපක්ෂ නායකවරයා හිටපු ජනාධිපතිවරයා සම්බන්ධයෙන් කොන්දේසි පනවන බව ආරංචි වෙනවා මේ ගැන මොකද කියන්න තියෙන්නේ
කොන්දේසි මේ වෙලාවේ අදාළ වෙන්නේ නෑ මේ වෙලාවේ අදාළ වෙන්නේ රටේ විපක්ෂීය විදියට ගන්න තීරණ. එතෙන්දී තමන්ගේ පුද්ගලික අභිලාෂයන් තමන්ගේ පුද්ගලික ගමන් ගැන නොහිත පොදුවේ එකතු වෙන්න පුළුවන් තැනකට එකතු වෙනවා නම් ඒක තමයි මේ වෙලාවේ වටින්නේ.
Casbah electoral organizer of the United National Party, Saman Ratnapriya, expressed these views at a media briefing today.
The tradition within the party is that no individual who has held the presidency requests a seat in the general elections again. Our leader is not prepared to deviate from those traditions. However, just because that situation has arisen, it does not imply that the leader's capacity to guide the party will change in any way. Similarly, whenever there is a demand for leadership in the country, we are clearly stating that leaders like Ranil Wickremesinghe are ready to provide the leadership as they have before. In fact, we have engaged in approximately 3 rounds of discussions with the Samagi Jana Balawegaya. Those discussions remain open. There is ample opportunity for dialogue and various groups are actively participating in the discussions. Consequently, we are maintaining our expectations regarding these conversations. We are not presenting ourselves with distinct party symbols. While we are interested in that, we are not formally presenting ourselves. Our aim is to safeguard the collective situation. For that reason, a common symbol will definitely be presented on Monday evening. That is how we are moving forward.
ඒකෙන් තමයි අපි ඉන්නේ. පක්ෂ නායකතුමාගේ අගමැතිකම දෙනකොට ඔබතුමාලා කැමතිද කොහොමද ඒ සම්බන්ධයෙන්? අපි අගමැති දුර අපේක්ෂකත්වය සජිත් ප්‍රේමදාස මහත්මයාට දෙන්න එකඟයි. ඒ පිළිබඳ ගැටලුවක් නැහැ.
The Tamil Progressive Alliance has decided to continue supporting the SJB in the upcoming general election. This decision was made during a Politburo meeting held today in Colombo.
We have always been with the Samagi Jana Balawegaya and we have decided to continue our fight within this alliance. We will contest in the Western Province, Colombo, Gampaha and Kaluthara as well as in the Sabaragama Province in Ratnapura, Kandy and Kegol, in Norelia as well as in the Badula district of the Uva Province. It doesn't matter which government comes to power. We are not here to become the President or Prime Minister since we represent a minority, the Tamil community. Our voices must always be heard on both national and international platforms. I want to remind our brothers that we are a progressive group and we should not be lumped together with the regressive groups in the hill country. Don't place us in that category.
පසුගාමී කණ්ඩායම සමග අපිට එකතු කරන්න එපා. ඒ ගොඩේ දාන්න එපා. අපි වෙන ගොඩේ ඉන්නේ.
A delegation from the International Monetary Fund is set to visit Sri Lanka on October 2nd to discuss the third tranche and the future of the IMF program. The team will be led by Director of the Asia Pacific region, Krishna Srinivasan, and is expected to meet with the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Vijitha Herath. The Ministry of Education has decided to grant 3 additional marks for the 3 questions that were allegedly leaked in the Grade 5 scholarship examination based on recommendations from a committee of local and foreign experts chaired by Prime Minister Harini Amarasuriya. Now, the scholarship exam held on September 15th faced scrutiny after reports emerged about the leak of certain questions leading to the arrest of 2 suspects. Parents have raised concerns with the Human Rights Commission regarding the implications of the situation and child rights and the potential need for a re-examination. The Ministry of Education said that evaluation of the papers will begin shortly, with results expected without delay. Meanwhile, the Department of Meteorology has issued an amber advisory: heavy rain, strong winds and rough seas. Showers or thunder showers will occur at several places over most parts of the island tonight. Heavy rain showers of about 100 millimeters can be expected at some places in central Sabaragamuwa, southern and northwestern provinces and in Kalutara district. Very strong winds of up to 70 to 80 kilometers per hour accompanied by heavy rainfall and very rough seas are likely over the sea areas mentioned on the map and mass formed in the southwestern deep sea of the island. Now, naval and fishing communities are advised to be vigilant while engaging in activities in these areas. Now, thunder showers accompanied by severe lightning are likely to occur at several places in the western Sabaragamuwa, southern, central Uwa, northwestern and eastern provinces and in the Polonnaruwa district. The final rites of former Minister Kumara Welgama will be observed in Matugama tomorrow. A large number of people visited his residence in Horavala, Matugama today to pay their final respects.
The mortal remains of late Kumara Welgama was brought to his residence this morning. Former President Mahinda Rajapaksa, along with other political leaders and many other people, arrived to pay their final respects. Welgama passed away yesterday while receiving treatment at a private hospital in Colombo. He was 74 years old at the time of his demise.
තුමාගේ අභාවය අපිට විශාල පාඩුවක්. අපේ පක්ෂයේ ගොඩනගන්න උනන්දු පළවෙනි පියවර ආදී තියපු කලේ අවශ්‍ය. අපිට තුමාගේ අභාවය විශාල පාඩුවක්.
මම කුමාර වෙල්ගම අමතුමාගේ අභාවයත් එක්ක අපි මමත් මගේ පියත් වගේම අපේ පවුලේ සියලු දෙනාම ඉතාමත් ශෝකයටපත් වුණා. මොකද විශේෂයෙන්ම අපේ පවුලත් එක්ක ඉතාමත් සමීප වගේම ඥාති සම්බන්ධකමක් තියෙනවා වගේම මහින්ද රාජපක්ෂ ජනාධිපතිතුමා වෙනුවෙන් නිරන්තරයෙන් පෙනී ඉඳලා අපේ කඳවුර ශක්තිමත් කරපු දේශපාලන නායකයෙක්.
වෙල්ගම අමතුමා කලුතර දේශපාලනයේ අසාමාන්‍ය පෞරුෂයක් අපි දකිනවා. ලංකාවේ දේශපාලනය තුළ වෙල්ගම ඇමතිතුමාට තිබුණු අනන්‍යතාවය ඔහුට විතරක්ම අයිති එකක්.
කුමාර වෙල්ගම කියන හිටපු ඇමතිතුමා අපි දන්නවා මේ ප්‍රදේශයේ ඊට සරලව ජනතාව ඇසුරු කරමින් මිත්‍රශීලීව දේශපාලනය කරපු මැතිතුමෙක්.
අපේ කුමාර වෙල්ගම ඇමතිතුමා දීර්ඝ කාලයක් කළුතර දිස්ත්‍රික්කයේ ජනතාවගේ ජනතා නායකයා වශයෙන් පාර්ලිමේන්තුව නියෝජනය කළ පාර්ලිමේන්තු මන්ත්‍රීවරයෙක් එවැනි සත්පුරුෂයන් ලාංකීය දේශපාලනයට අහිමි වී ඉතාම බරපතල පාඩුවක් ලෙස මම දකිනවා.
කළුතර දිස්ත්‍රික්කයේ හිටපු ප්‍රථාස්ත දේශපාලඥයෙක්, ගමේ විදිහට හිටපු දේශපාලඥයෙක්, මගේ දිස්ත්‍රික් නායකතුමා නැවතත් මේ වගේ ප්‍රථාස්ත දේශපාලඥයෙක් අපිට හම්බෙන්නේ නැහැ.
17 Indian fishermen have been arrested for poaching in the sea of Sri Lanka. They were arrested by Sri Lankan Navy this morning in the waters north of Thale Mena. We will be bringing you details of that story later on in the bulletin. Moving on to news overseas now, Israel had said it killed 20 other Hezbollah leaders of varying ranks when they killed Hassan Nasrallah at the group's headquarters on Friday.
The Israeli military said it has killed another high-ranking Hezbollah official in an airstrike as the Lebanese militant group was reeling from a string of devastating blows and the killing of its overall leader Hassan Nasrallah. The military said Nabil Kaouk, the deputy head of Hezbollah's Central Council, was killed on Saturday. Hezbollah confirmed his death, making him the 7th senior Hezbollah leader slain in Israeli strikes in a little over a week. They include founding members who had evaded death or detention for decades. The Israeli military said it carried out another targeted strike on Beirut later on Sunday. Hezbollah had earlier confirmed that Ali Karaki, another senior commander, died in Friday's strike that killed Nasrallah. The Israeli military had earlier said that Karaki was killed in the airstrike, which targeted an underground compound in Beirut, where Nasrallah and other senior Hezbollah figures were meeting. The military said at least 20 other Hezbollah militants were killed in the strike, including 2 close associates of Nasrallah, one of whom was in charge of his security detail. Hezbollah has also been targeted by a sophisticated attack on its pages and walkie-talkies that was widely blamed on Israel. A wave of Israeli airstrikes across large parts of Lebanon has killed at least 1,030 people, including 156 women and 87 children, in less than 2 weeks, according to Lebanon's health ministry. Hundreds of thousands of people have been driven from their homes in Lebanon by the latest strikes. The government estimates that around 250,000 are in shelters, with 3 to 4 times as many staying with friends or relatives or camping out on the streets.
17 Indian fishermen have been arrested for poaching in the Sea of Sri Lanka. Now, they were arrested by the Sri Lankan Navy this morning in the waters north of Talemena.
Indo-Lanka fishing controversy. The livelihoods of Sri Lankan fishermen are significantly impacted by the Indian fishermen who poach in the Sea of Sri Lanka. The Sea of Sri Lanka is 8 times larger than the landmass of Sri Lanka, and this resource-rich sea is severely impacted by this issue. Despite ongoing arrests and legal action against Indian fishermen, poaching in the Sea of Sri Lanka continues. According to the Sri Lankan Navy spokesperson Captain Gayan Vikramasuriya, 17 Indian fishermen from Rameshwaram were arrested on board 2 boats while they were poaching in the waters south of Delft and north of Talemena. He added that operations to arrest Indian fishermen poaching in the Sea of Sri Lanka will continue. Indo-Lanka fishing controversy. Indian fishermen in Thangachimadam, Tamil Nadu, staged a strike today, disrupting transportation in the area, demanding for the release of Indian fishermen arrested by Sri Lankan authorities.
கவர்மெண்ட்ல இருந்து எந்த முடிவுமே எடுக்க மாட்டேங்காக நாங்க வந்து ரோட்ல உட்கார்ற இருக்கிற அவ்வளத்தையுமே நாங்க சேர்த்து தான் அந்த படகு ஒன்னு வாங்குறோம். யார் எங்களுக்கு ஃப்ரீயா வாங்கி கொடுக்கல, அது அதிக லட்சக்கணக்கில் நாங்க போட்டு தான் நாங்க வாங்குறோம். அத அவங்க பிடிச்சு வச்சுக்கறாங்க. சிட்டி சைடுக்குள்ள எவ்வளவு வேலை வாய்ப்பு கொடுக்கறாங்க, எங்களுக்கு மாற்று தொழில் கொடுங்க, இல்ல மாற்று வேலை வாய்ப்பு கொடுங்க. கஷ்டத்துல நாங்க அனுபவிச்சிட்டு இருக்கோம். தெருவுலயும் திண்ணையில நிக்கிறோம், எங்களுக்கு தேவையா?
Tamil Nadu Fishermen's Association General Secretary N.J. Bose has said that action should be taken to stop the arrest of Tamil Nadu fishermen.
The seizure of boats must be halted, or an alternative route should be established. If this continues, we will be forced to sell our boats and find other means of survival. Out of our 650 boats, 350 are currently not in operation. The central government must take immediate action to protect our boats and either enable us to continue fishing or provide alternative business opportunities.
Indo-Lanka fishing controversy. Meanwhile, the leader of the opposition in the Indian Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, has written to the Indian Minister of External Affairs, Dr. S. Jaishankar, urging action to rescue Tamil Nadu fishermen arrested in Sri Lanka. He has specifically called for the release of the 37 fishermen arrested by the Sri Lanka Navy on the 21st of September for poaching in the Sea of Sri Lanka. Gandhi emphasized the need to bring this issue to the attention of Sri Lankan authorities and take prompt steps to secure the release of both the fishermen and their boats. The head of the Sri Lankan Northern Province Fishermen's Association, N.V. Subramaniam, said that Tamil Nadu fishermen should be prevented from entering the Sea of Sri Lanka. Lanka fishing controversy. Fishermen in the northern province insist that the issue can only be resolved by preventing Indian fishermen from entering the Sea of Sri Lanka.
அனுமதியின்றி எல்லை தாண்டி வந்து சட்டவிரோத தொழில் ஈடுபட்ட இந்திய மீனவர்களுடைய கைதாகத்தான் இங்கே வழக்கு பதிவு செய்யப்படுகிறது.
A case is filed only against those who cross the border without permission and engage in illegal fishing. You enter the Sea of Sri Lanka without authorization. What is your motive? All we ask is for this to stop. If the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu does not understand this, whom can we turn to for help? Our Navy is apprehending these fishermen and bringing them to court, often putting their own lives at risk. We extend our appreciation to them for their efforts.
இந்திய மீனவர்கள் சட்டவிரோதமாக தொழில் செய்கிற மீனவர்களை கைது செய்கிறார்கள். அவர்களுக்கு எங்களுடைய பாராட்டை தெரிவிக்கின்றோம்.
So far this year, 55 boats have been seized and 413 Indian fishermen have been arrested for poaching in the Sea of Sri Lanka.
And with that, we wrap up tonight's edition of Primetime News. Thank you very much for joining us. Good night.